Alright folks, welcome to this episode. In today's video we've come to the coast and I start at the top of this cliff here next to Elephant Rock. It's crazy, the tide's right in. It is a bit breezy, but we're out here for a coastal walk. I've not had a video there for a couple of weeks, or at least a week anyway, and that's just because the weather's been so terrible for exploring. It's been an absolute nightmare. But today we're going down this coastal little path here to see if we can find anything cool, because there's a little abandoned house down here I've not been to for a long time, so we'll go and take a look at that. The path is proper slippy down here. It's like watery mud. Look at this here, the stream's just coming out there running down. So at least I'm not in the trainers for a change. So look at this. There's a ship sailing across there. I don't know how well that comes out on the camera. And then the little graveyard on top of the hill up there. What a spot, like. All the grass is becoming yellow now. It was really green and overgrown, and now it's all yellow, and the landscape's becoming more rugged with the winter conditions, the autumn conditions, folks. Oh, I'm slipping. Anyway, we'll go and check out this house down here. It's been so long since I've even looked at this place. It'll be cool. See what nick it's in these days, folks. This is the path here, folks. Real adventures once again on the channel. This used to be one of my favourite places to come. It still is. It's just I've not been for so long. Look, we're on the edge of a cliff here. This path is just like eroded away over the years. I don't even know if I'm actually on the right path here. Seems to be a bit of a sheer drop, like. Whoa, the wind's blowing so strong here. Look at this, folks. This is a recht wee Scottish fishing house. At one time this would have been lived in by fishermen who would have kept their boats over on that bit of ground over in front of the old lime kiln there. But then over the years, the coastal erosion got nearer and nearer the front door. Crazy how it's just worn away here. I think these cement bits have been put in place at one time to like stop the sea eroding the embankment so quick. Look at this, it's been 2 stories. Oh, look at these cool old bits of hinges that's left here. And that one's just totally corroded. Oh, look, the front wall's starting to lean away from the end of this one. That's been the upstairs fire, so we're actually probably a couple of foot higher up than what we would have been when there was like a floor above our heads. Oh, look, it's so cool. You can see the wood where the lath and plaster's been connected on. And then that's been like a wee cupboard up there at the corner of the room. Look at the holes where the joists have been going in. Wee window. I bet there's been some storms witnessed out this windy over the years. The wind's just swirling round and round in here. Oh, look at the way the chimney goes up here from the downstairs. It goes up to this diagonal line here, up the side. And then that one there goes straight up. The old lintel on the fireplace is just hanging on there like. That's amazing. Probably this pile of rubble here on the floor was like the old roof. probably just fallen in one day, like maybe with snow or something on it. Oh look, has there been a toilet in this building? There's a pipe there as if there's been some sort of waste going out of this building. No, unless it has just been through the gutter. Exploring history once again here on the channel, folks. I love the way these red bricks are all just built in here, like it gives the ruin so much character. The lintel's far less detailed at this end here. Then that fire, what way does that chimney go out? Look, here's the old wood metal pegs there where the mantelpiece would have gone. Oh, it's just round nails. So I'm not sure what year this house was like abandoned. And it maybe was just in like the 1940s or something, 1950s. Anybody that knows the history, get in the comments, folks. It's always interesting to know that extra little bit of history. Look at that big bolt sticking out the wall up there. That must have been holding something up pretty big at one time there. There's no remains of the old wooden window surrounds. Yeah, there's been a little window there. It's cool to document places like this, so like if the wall or something falls down you can see how it used to look 2020 here, how it looked. Look at this, there's actual stone. I wonder if there's been a cellar here. Would this have been a stair going down? Or maybe that was just the stones that the floor was laid on. But that looks higher than the floor, I'm not sure what that is. I've just noticed there is one remaining bit of wood here. And there's been hinges at this side too, so that means it's been like a double door here. Looks proper crazy, like, look at that there. There's like square bits cut out. The sun's low in the sky at this time of year. But at least it's not raining for a change, folks. Every weekend recently it's been raining. Oh, this is what's at the other side of that wall. I've not been down here for so long, I can't even remember what is all down here, like. Look, it's had a little porch. There's a snail living up in there. It's like, what's through this window, folks? Oh, aye. That must have been to stop the wall getting damp on the inside there. And that stops the grun behind it pushing against the wall. It's crazy here how the plaster's still on the wall at that point there. This is the back side of that, where the two fires were. Doesn't actually look like there's been fires here. At this side. Look, it's just the stones. I love the way these red stones here are all eroded. It would be a cool, like, character of the building if you did the building like this up and you kept a wall like that inside it. The big lintel stone is missing. There's so much erosion here around the door. The stones are just eroded completely away just about. Both sides of the door. Look at this old wooden beam here. incredible. There's been a lot in there, like joists holding up the second floor. It actually looks like they're all burnt, the ones I can see. But then that could be somebody just maybe having a bonfire in here at one point. It would have just been like lath and plaster onto the front of this. That'll be how there's all these marks up here, like circles. There was probably hooks up there and wood, and then the plaster was put onto that. This is almost like a cement render here on this one. Like there's original paint. The original paint's almost like a turquoisey colour. What a place, folks. Old buildings like this, the stonework's amazing. Everything else rots out and falls away, and it's just left a skeleton of its former glory. This must have been like their way, maybe where they kept like a few, what, cows or something, a couple of cows, a couple of sheep. The floor must have been a lot lower here, because like there's the marks where the beams were in. So even this wee shed maybe had like a loft, but it certainly wasn't as high. It looks like it's actually maybe been bigger, and then this end's been taken down and a new roof's been put on. That's what it maybe looks like there. So I'm not sure how many folk would have lived in a dwelling like this. And that could maybe be like 6 houses we've just potentially walked through. Look at this, that's incredible. There's like old plaster or something on the wall there. That looks more just like a post or something that's been put in there. Yeah, it's the red bricks there. It's hard to say what's been going on with that. There's maybe been a door through to here at one time from in there. Look at that, that snail's like inside the cement. Oh, that's probably the type of roof that it had. Those big stone slabs would have been the roof. And look, here's like an old kennel or something there, look, a little door. That's been like the dog's house there. Maybe this area's been for their coal or their sticks as well. Oh look, there's a pipe. Oh, so that there could have been a water tank at one time for something. Maybe for the houses. I think there's been other, but this has maybe been like their garden. It's maybe been like their gardens or something like that, folks. And then this one here is well kept. I think this is maybe like, I don't know if it's somebody's house or somebody's shed, like, but it's a slightly better kept looking place. So there we go, folks. So the character of wee buildings like that is so cool. And every year the sea gets closer and closer to it. And one day it'll be totally eroded away. Nothing will be left of it. We'll take a quick look down here, folks. The sea's so far up here today, it's incredible. What a scene. It's like walking about in a Scottish postcard. So we can see here the reason that that house is in danger, because underneath the ground it's just those pebbles, it's just pebbles and earth. Every time the sea blasts against that, it just falls away year on year. So it's a little bit more windy down here, but I wanted to come down and get a cooler angle of the house from down here. You can see how there's like even stones up there that must have been under the ground at one time. Now they're all exposed. That was a coastal bird there, folks, scaring the life out of me. But look how tedious this house is on the side here, it's crazy. Maybe one day the sea will reclaim it. This is such a cool view here. Right folks, I'll end this video here. Thanks very much for watching. Tune in very soon for the next one if you want to see where I'm going to go now.